Welcome back to Big Mouth, and fancy seeing you here. And you. Ooh, Matron. I bet none of you have ever heard of Carry On, have you? I can't go into it right now. Let's talk about Battle Alita, right? Alita, Battle Angel, right? Versus Captain Marvel. Now, let's just call it Alita, right? Because I can't remember the full title. I've seen the film, right? And I've seen Captain Marvel. So let's talk about both films. Why is Alita better than Captain Marvel? Well, Alita has, for me, a better crafted story. I'm not necessarily saying if you kind of compare it to Captain Marvel's original comic book storyline or anything, but we're comparing films here, right? So Battle Alita has a lot of nuance, a lot of depth, and this character has to sacrifice, has to lose. This character loves. But it's all very believable. You don't feel it's just another film within a franchise. You actually embrace what's going on within the film. Now, if you compare it to Captain Marvel, which I can't really talk about too deeply, you're going through the motions. You're just watching it. You're literally just watching it because she's going to play a big part in Avengers 4 Endgame. That's it. You just want to see her. You want to see how powerful she is. You're looking for clues for that movie. But with Alita, Battle Angel, right, you really are getting into this character and her journey. There's some really good performances in this, the main lead. So you've actually got two films with strong females. Now, there's been a bit of, I noticed some people are accusing some critics of being corrupt for liking Battle Alita. So I'm assuming these are the people who are Marvel fans, that are Disney fans. It's funny when the boot's on the other foot, isn't it? It's all right when we're saying that, but I don't necessarily think any critics getting paid off. I just feel that there is an agenda. There is loyalty to different studios. I don't know if they get rewarded for that loyalty, but I do know one thing. The consumer, basically me and you, don't trust critical media anymore. We don't trust the bloggers. In the early days of the internet, we took their word as God, right? But now we don't. We don't anymore. We don't trust them. So we've got people watching videos like this because, you know, I'm just an ordinary movie fan. I don't have a blue tick on my Twitter. I'm not sponsored by anyone. No one's enticing me to say certain things. And in the future, if I become more successful on the internet, they won't be able to entice me. So you know you can trust me. And when I tell you that Battle Alita is a better film than Captain Marvel, you can trust that. Now, it's all about interpretation and different opinions. That's why people should always go and judge a movie for themselves rather than judging what someone like me says or a high-profile YouTuber. But the point is that this film has the depth that Hollywood is so in lack of. Because these days with films, you are literally going there because everybody else is going to see a film. We don't go and watch indie films anymore, which I think is very sad. It's literally about the superhero tentpole movies. Again, they're great and I love them. I'm a Superman fan. I'm a DC Comics fan. I've got all the MCU movies. But there's been very little quality in the other avenues of Hollywood cinema, and it's dying. And this is what I've said to you in other videos. When you hear them saying a record-breaking year at the domestic box office, what they mean is a record-breaking year for Disney. And a record-breaking year for Disney isn't necessarily a good thing for the movie industry. It's not, because they do not offer the consumer a variety of quality anymore. And it's the same with Hollywood TV as it is on film as well, because if you look at television, if we change the subject to what we're talking about, the best quality is coming from Netflix, from HBO. It's not coming from the large networks. So things are changing. I remember the early 2000s, we had some great TV, 24, Alias, Lost, Smallville, Prison Break, you know, some great original shows, but nothing's original now. Everything is a reboot, a relaunch, you know. It's ridiculous. And this is what's happened within the movie industry. So when you get a film like Battle Alita, or sorry, I'm getting the title wrong all the time, Alita Battle Angel, you stand up and you take notice, and when you've seen another female-led film in Captain Marvel, you realise that there's an interesting situation here, because I don't know what kind of scores Rotten Tomatoes are going to, the critic scores on Rotten Tomatoes are going to give Alita Battle Angel. It will be very, very interesting. Of course, Alita Battle Angel is produced by James Cameron, and I'm not too sure if he directed the film. I don't think he did. I think his involvement is in production rather than being the creative behind it. But it will be very interesting to see how that does in comparison to Captain Marvel. I mean, Alita Battle Angel will be coming out very, very soon for all of you to see, and you're really, really going to like it. And I reckon 7 out of 10 of you will prefer it to Captain Marvel.